on organizational costing to present financial statement, right? So that's all about your learning outcome 1, right? So you can have a look. Your exercises given in your lecture slides, so you can practice those exercises. And of course, extra that I send it to you through the through your e-learning account. So that's all about your learning outcome 1. Now move on to the learning outcome 2. Learning outcome 3, because 2 is not part of your syllabus. So I won't go learning outcome 2, learning outcome 3 in very detail, because there is no any topic that will be covered in your exam. But from a knowledge point of view, I will give quick glance on your learning outcome 3. So learning outcome 3 is about the segment profitability. How does company prepare the profitabilities of particular segment or particular branch or particular units of the factory that is established in another place, right? So the idea is that same thing as per the margin costing concept. The same idea is that whenever a company is estimating the profit of its segment, company always try to ignore the fixed cost, because fixed cost is that cost which is not maximizing any kinds of output of the company. So and of course, fixed cost is also that cost that we cannot control. It's uncontrollable cost. Alright? It's an unavoidable cost. We can't avoid it. Right? It occurs all the time, such as your depreciation, your insurance, which is completely unavoidable cost. We can't avoid our depreciation, no matter we use that machine to produce or we don't use that machine. So depreciation always depreciate the value of the assets or machine. And the third thing is fixed cost is that cost which is irrelevant for decision making, which is not involved in any such kind of decision, because we can't produce it. So we shouldn't spend time to think that how we can minimize the fixed cost. No, we shouldn't do that. Alright? And variable cost, of course, which is important for decision making. Why? Because we can control it, such as direct material or direct labor. Alright? By selecting the various suppliers, we can minimize the material cost. Right? And same thing with the laborers. Right? So by hiring the multitasking people or the skilled people, of course, we can estimate the different labor costs at the different level of the production. So we can reduce our variable cost or labor cost as well. So variable cost is important for decision making. Same thing company going to do it with these different segments, like as the insurance. Right? Insurance for the all segments of the company going to be similar, same insurance. Right? But the manufacturing and the labor cost of the different segment going to be different as per the units or the product we are producing in that particular segment. Right? So that's all about the learning outcome 3. Alright, so which is we have to separate our cost into fixed and the variable. So by separating fixed and variable, so we can easily make decision that how we can maximize the profitabilities of the company by minimizing variable cost and ignoring the fixed cost. Alright, means we're not going to think about fixed cost. So by doing these activities, company can maximize the profitabilities of its particular segment. Alright? Okay. So keeping in mind this segment profitabilities, we're going to repeat again in our learning outcome 7, which is about basically a different decision making that company needs to make. So same thing we're going to repeat again in our learning outcome 7. So now we move on to the learning outcome 4. Right. Okay. So learning outcome 4 is about cost, volume, profit analysis. Cost volume profit analysis. Now, what does it mean, cost volume profit analysis? Cost volume profit analysis means what will be the impact of volume or quantity over its profit, revenue, and its cost. Means if we will change our quantity of units, all right, no matter in terms of sales units or in terms of production units, if we will change our quantity, how does it affect or impact over profit, revenue, and cost? That is cost volume profit analysis. So one of the most important tools of the cost volume profit analysis is the break-even analysis. All right. So break-even points or break-even analysis. So that's basically a tool to estimate the same relation between quantity, volume, and the cost, revenue, and profit. All right. So we're gonna talk about break-even in detail. So before we talking about the break-even different things, so we have to understand first the meaning of the break-even. Break-even means contribution margin is equals to fixed cost. I repeat again. Contribution margin equals to fixed cost. It's called break-even points. Alright? Or we can say that sales equals to total cost. Break-even points. Alright? In simple language, we can say that no profit and no loss. Alright? So we're not going to suffer any profit. Of course, we're not going to suffer any loss as well. So that's the meaning of break-even. Alright? So here, break-even, we have two different formulas of break-even. So first one is break-even in units and break-even in dollars. Break-even in units and break-even in dollars. Now, what does it mean, break-even in units? Break-even in units means how many units we have to sell in order to have break-even. Alright? And break-even in dollar means how much revenue we have to generate it in order to have break-even. So break-even in units will give us the sales volume. Alright? And break-even in dollars will give us the revenues in terms of money, dollars. Alright? So first of all, the formula of break-even in units. Right? So the formula for break-even in units is a total fixed cost divided by contribution margin per unit. We also call it unit contribution margin. Contribution margin per unit. So whatever number we got it, that is our sales units. Means if you will sell these units, you're not going to suffer any loss. But of course, you're not going to make any profit as well. So no profit, no loss. Right? Second one is a break-even in dollars. So the formula for break-even in dollar is a total fixed cost divided by contribution margin ratio. Okay. So total fixed cost divided by contribution margin ratio. So how to calculate contribution margin ratio? So the formula is for contribution margin ratio. So the formula is a contribution margin divided by sales. All right. That is your contribution margin ratio. Alright, so by applying this formula, you will get a dollar value. Alright, so that dollar value means revenue that we are generating in order to have a break-even. Right? So that's about units and the growth. So you can have a look some numerical examples which is given in your next slides. All right. Now another part of the break-even is a graphical representation of break-even points. Means with the help of graph, we will identify the break-even points. Alright? So if you go beyond that point, probably you're gonna suffer a profit, or you're gonna have a profit or loss. Right? So here we can have a look. The graphical representation of break-even. So here is the quantity on the x-axis, y is the dollar. Here is the dollar price. Okay. So this graph, this one is about sales. Alright. This line for sales. And here is a total cost. Alright, remember total cost? That is your, from this point, that is your fixed cost. Alright, and that is your variable, fixed plus variable. Alright, so here, point is the